Hello there, welcome to Let's Play Heavy Bullets. My name is James. Today I'm going to be looking at Heavy Bullets. It's a sort of FPS roguelite. You run around, shoot lots of things, but your bullets stay live. They're sort of objects rather than... You'll get the hang of it, just keep an eye on what I'm doing. Right, let's get started. We'll delve as deep as we can. I mean, it is a lot like most roguelikes. Well, roguelites I should say, in that you have one life to get as far as you can and delve as deep as you can. But it's very simple graphics, but very much fun, I've been finding. Right, here we go. As you can see, this is our main interface. We have a set number of bullets. And you can reload... Ooh, no, I clicked out the screen there. It should really capture my cursor, but yeah, there we go. You can reload by pressing the R button once each time. We have bombs, although I never really use them. And we have to be extremely careful when looking for enemies because they can pop up from anywhere. The snakes are probably the most lethal to me so far because of the ability of them to hide so well. I mean, if we can get the proximity sensor, which I've had once, is absolutely fantastic. There are lots of places to hide for enemies and lots of side places to go. Most of the levels are very linear, but it's all about the combat, the interaction with the enemies. Also getting lots and lots of money and getting as far as you can. I've only ever made it to level 4 before. I mean, because the fact that your bullets stay alive, it makes sense to shoot as late as possible. Ooh, is this a secret? This looks like a secret. What have we got here? Stay away from the mainframe. Darkness overwhelms you. A cursed gem, passive effect. Well, let's find out what a curse does. I mean, I've played this little enough that that's extremely interesting to me. I'd rather be cursed and find out what it does. Ooh, there's a snake. It's just managed to steal 1.5 hit points from us. As you can see, I have to reload individually. Ooh, what's this? Red potion. Darkness takes its toll. Well, that was interesting. I'm going to pick it up again and see what happens. I mean, I don't mind if I die too early in this game. Just the feeling of exploration is brilliant. Right, is there anything in here? Got to keep an eye out. I love the music as well. Keep an eye out for these snakes. There's one. Catching them beforehand. Ooh. Now, the thing with those laser turrets, you've got to take out the side bit, and as you get closer to death, the screen flashes and your heart thump becomes louder. If I was to go down to half a heart, it would be not quite, almost deafening. Well, darkness takes its toll. That was half a health. I see. So the cursed gem, when you discard it, takes its toll on your life. Well, that's actually interesting. That's kind of fun. Just tells me not to pick it up again. Doesn't seem like a terribly useful power up. Ooh, I see you moving there. You can't hide from me. Well, no, actually you probably could. You just have to not move as much as all that. Right, now if we can get some more money. Ooh, have we got... Yeah, we got some free bullets. So now we don't have to collect our bullets immediately to be able to survive. We can reload 3 spare shots before we actually are going to die. Right, now I've got $30. I'm going to go back to the different type of vending machine. The healing machine. Well, medbay machine. Right, we're going to heal. There's also speed pills, gold potion, and carry plus on this machine, but they vary between machines. The only one that's really guaranteed, I believe, is the healing. The other ones are sort of situational, or, well, by machine. Right, now there seems to be 2 potential doors here. If they've got pink cards, that means you need a special card to get through it, which you can find on the level. You can see the count for those cards next to my money. Yeah, here we go. We don't have any of those cards, but if we can find one, we can start opening those machines. Oh, very careful with these. I'm not so careful versus those turrets because they are quite lethal. However, I love the speed, the fluidity this game moves. It reminds me of sort of like the old Sonic Momentum games. You know, Sonic 1, 2 and 3 before Sonic became, look at me, I'm sort of an anime character that can now just walk slowly up walls because we've badly rendered the physics. Oh! Well, I'm poisoned, but luckily we were carrying about an antidote, so I'm not going to die from that immediately. That's a good That was a good hedging strategy there. But unfortunately we are now on the edge of death, and although we're near enough, I mean one more dollar and we're up to the point where we can heal again, if we can last that long without getting bitten. There is an item, I believe, that what's it called? It scares off the enemies, or at least it scares off the bugs and the snakes, which are the two worst enemies. Ooh, Mega Bomb. Well, that sounds interesting. It also sounds like it's something I could kill myself with, and am liable to kill myself with, because that's how I roll. Right, let's see what else we have in this level. There is a bullet machine now. I don't think I need any extra bullets. Oh, there's the level exit. Let's go around the other way and see if we can't get to where that machine is, in case there's anything there. Yep, silver heart. Rather have that than the Mega Bomb. Silver life counts as a it counts on top of the red hearts. It will die before I lose my next red heart, which is quite useful. Don't need any bullets. I could buy a backpack, but I don't really want it, because I really want to see how far we can go back and see if we can find the med bay. Nope, there's a bank. It's not a shop, but it's better than nothing. But no, as you can see, the further back you go, eventually you get locked off by laser gates, and you do not want to touch those because they will hurt you. Not just block you, they will actually hurt you. You can tell I actually tested that, obviously. Right, down to the next floor. Really enjoying this game. I love the atmosphere it gives, especially when you're at low life. Oh, I know you can hear something that sounds rather nasty. Could it be a robot? Could it be a turret? Could it be my fate? Oh, there's an extra silver heart, so we're sort of got too many of them at the moment. Gonna have to go and lose this one, although not on purpose. It's gonna happen anyway. Oh, there we go. There's a... I know that's a bit defeatist, but hey, when the point of this game is to get as far as you can before you die, which sort of makes death somewhat inevitable. Oh, there we go. Got to be extremely careful when attacked, but there's always that other, yeah, the poison's racking my body. Quickly, see if we can get that silver heart before it kills us. Just. Right, I wonder if the poison will take this silver life, or whether it will just kill us. Nope, it wore off before it could do anything. Wow, that was pansy. Pansy poison couldn't last longer than I could. We still don't have one of these key cards. They do seem to pop up more commonly on later levels, I've noticed. But I'm hoping I can find some earlier enough to show them. Also because they give you items. Right. Goodbye, computer. Ooh, wow. Okay, so standing in this grass, we must be less visible than otherwise. I would like to find a med bay if possible, because we do need some healing. But it will happen if it happens. I can't make anything happen. Wow. Okay, we could... That took our silver heart, so... Oh, we got a card, so I'll take that. What have we got in here? Backpack? Well, we might as well take it. I believe that takes a bullet permanently, maybe not. I don't know what the backpack is actually useful for. I'm not sure if I've said, but I've not played this game an awful lot yet. My bullet mines, mega bombs or rockets, I don't think I really need any of those. We've got enough bullets, and I'm not too confident in not blowing myself up with the others. Let's see. Ooh, an item. What is it? Antidote. Let's antidote when we can. Got to try and not get hit by any of those super sneaky snakes. I don't want to take this too slowly, of course, because it is a shooter and I do like keeping the pace up. Oh, and that's the end of our first life. Well, that was a good run. We only reached level 2. I'm sure we'll reach deeper next time. 34 kills, you were killed by a turret. No inheritance and no insurance. Inheritance and insurance are things where if you get inheritance, you can allow your next life to have some of the things you collected on this life, and insurance is pretty much the same but with the monetary side. So it's nice to have, but it's not the end of the world, and it's more roguelike not to have them. Right, speed pill, that sounds actually quite useful. I'm going to have to find somewhere to try it out though. Just in case it has some negative side effects I'm not aware of. I think a first level like this one probably is a good place to try it. There we go. Ooh, turret. Right. Let's get rid of the charging demon-y things. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be demons or bugs or what. Oh, I hear something. Yep, there we go. I'm not sure what they're quite supposed to be, but anyway. Ooh, what's that? A knife. Wow, that is actually quite cool. I wonder if we can slice any of the grasses, or maybe we can slice the reeds? Or is it just for the enemies? I'm sure we'll find out soon. Right, we don't need any health just yet. We have got a pink slip already. Well, I say pink slip. It's a pink security card, so let's go back and use it. What's this? Coin magnet. Interesting. That should pull coins towards us from a longer distance. That, or the ability to slice at things with a knife. I think we're probably better off with the coin magnet, to be honest, because I've never really found myself without bullets. I'm usually getting poisoned to death, and those are the problems. Well, let's take the speed pill now. Nice sound effect. We might as well use it. Sprint about. Just keep an eye out for the worms. The worms don't usually appear till about the second level that I've seen. The speed pill doesn't last very long. Oh dear, well that's a bit pointless mostly. Ooh, a couple free bullets. I'm not sure we're going to need them. I mean, we started with 6 and we haven't lost any yet. The main reason to lose them is if you get driven away by enemies. Oh, no. And that was my fault. I'm going to save the money for now. There's not a lot of point of healing, because healing heals a whole point of health, and we've only lost half. That doesn't mean I'm only going to lose a half, so I might as well save the money for the point at which we get something better out of it. Oh, here we go. A secret. I like finding these. Leave them alone. What's that? This life is rotten. Okay. Well, it's given us an extra hot container, even if it hasn't filled it up. So let's heal. I can't heal another one because I only got 21 cents. Was that a crack in the wall? No, it wasn't. It was the shadow of plants. Right. What else have we got? It's gone silent. It's more eerie when it's silent after the music stops. I don't think it would be if the music hadn't stopped, but because the absence of the music gives atmosphere that would otherwise not be there. This game is dripping with atmosphere. Well, I lost half a heart there. That's not the end of the world though. Well, I hope it isn't. The apocalypse triggered by getting hit once. No, that would be devastating. I don't know if this coin magnet's actually helping me in any way, because I tend to run over their corpses to loot my bullets anyway. I suppose if I had a coin and bullet magnet, I'd know if it was helping, because I wouldn't have to run as far to collect all my bullets. I suppose that's just plain laziness, to be honest. Right, we now have 42. Wonder if we're still within range. With the bank, you can put your money in and deposit it from separate runs. I don't know if you've played The Binding of Isaac, but if you've watched my channel at all, you can see that there's a deposit machine in that that's used a similar way. Although in this case, you keep all the money you insert or withdraw. This has a shop within it though, so you can buy a will, meaning you leave items to your next self. You can buy life insurance to leave your money to your next self, or a discount at the shop, meaning things you buy on shop. I'm not sure if it's just this shop or all shops, but I believe it's all shops. Well, it's quite useful. Although again, that will only last the one life. Right. Let's see if there's anything else we want to steal from this area. No, not that I can tell. Let's go down to the next floor. The furthest I've made it so far is level 4. But level 4 is highlighted, so clearly something interesting is going to happen when we get down to that. I don't know what, but it may be a boss. I am under the impression that might be the case. Either that or some kind of boss floor type thing where there are hard enemies or something. Although it was probably something with the word boss in it. It wouldn't be that uncommon. It'd be quite unusual to have a roguelike or roguelite without any bosses in it, in fact. while it's not the defining feature, it is certainly a common occurrence. Oh, stupid worms. At least he didn't poison me. Oh, and he gave me a pink keycard. I'll certainly use that given the chance. Ooh. Now that was very, very silly of me. Right, now I need to be incredibly careful not to take any more damage in this room. Bullets, bullets, bullets. Right. There we go, that's not that bad. Oh, and snake I didn't see. We got a little bit further than last time. We got further through the second floor. 27 kills, you're killed by a snake worm. Right, let's give it another go. I'm sure we can get further than that. I'm going to try and recreate my first run where I reached floor 4. Or, well, not recreate it. I'm going to try and have the same level of success where I reach floor 4. That would be quite nice. And then hopefully get far enough through it to see if there is a boss, or if there's a different, larger trapdoor, or I don't know, whatever it is that means the floor's worth highlighting in pink, or the floor number is worth highlighting in pink. I love the aesthetic, the sort of blue and pink stripes. Now we've got 1 bullet to reload. I'm sure there's a way to get past these rocks. Unfortunately, there's no way to jump, so they must be deliberately placed there to block the way. Whoop. Need to be far more careful when there's turrets about. They seem to shoot where I last was, so if I move in a single direction, I am safer than if I'm moving left and right like I tend to. Or if I'm going to move left or right, I need to wait for them to shoot before doing so. We're still at full health though. We haven't been hit in the face by any of those turrets, which is lucky. What's this? Small ore. I have no idea what that does or what it should do. Focus pills, red potion, repellent. Well, repellent is the item that keeps snakes away and bugs, but I'm not too interested in that. Although apparently I should be. Apparently that is my own fault. Yeah, and it really is. Where do we go next? This appears to be a dead end of some kind. The way the walls line up really makes it difficult to see where you're supposed to go next, and I'm sure that's part of the point, the way that the blue and pink are overlapped. I like the way that the left wall is one colour and the right wall is often the other colour. It does seem to delineate which wall you're facing, give you a good clue about where to go next. Right, pills, what do these do? Focus pill. Okay, I have no idea what that does. We're going to give it a try versus the next enemy. Speed pill? Speed pill. Oh no, we want to try the focus pills. We haven't seen their effect yet. Okay, the next turret, I should say. These enemies are far too easy to bother wasting something that could be very helpful against them. Right, through the next door. And softly, softly looking for... Ooh, there he is. Right. I see, it's slow-mo. That is brilliant. Well, for a given value. Obviously, if you're going to be like me and just run in and see what you can achieve, you might be in more trouble than if you did say something much more carefully. Right, the bullets should be jumping about. There we go. So you can still find them even if you go silly and shoot in all directions, like I am prone to. It's definitely better to kill these rushing demons when they're closer to you, because then the bullets are close by when you need them. Right, we don't have any pink slips, was the pity. I don't think you can buy those pink cards at all. No, and this shop's not really got anything worth buying. I mean, 6 bullets has been enough for us. Often we find free ones, so what's the point buying any? Right, nothing there. Shop, no bank here. Don't really want a bank. That's a blue one. Is there anything down here? Maybe secrets? Nope. Keep going. It's gone quiet now, so it's ramping up the atmosphere again. I wonder if that was the point. I wonder if that's the reason they deliberately let the music lapse. So I've got to be much more careful looking for snakes, because they've hit me so many times so far. through the undergrowth. Do we see any? No, but the thing is they're so elusive. Oh, that's the end of the level. Right. Down to level 2. We've been here before. I just need to be a lot more careful of the snakes because they are much more common on this level and much more deadly than any of the others, especially because of the poison. 1, 2, not terribly tricky. There's a snake. Almost immediately out for blood. Right, those pink cards should be much more common than they are, or I would like them to be. Maybe they get more common the deeper into the game you go. That would be a good mechanic, although we need to go a bit deeper to find out if that could be true. Yep, I heard that. They do make a little noise. If you move close, but not actually close enough for them to attack, they'll make a little noise giving themselves away. And that was the only way that I spotted it then. I'm talking about the grass snakes. I'm getting a lot of tearing on this game, despite having VSync and 60 FPS limiting turned on. I mean, that was the default to have both of them on. Maybe they interfere with each other, I guess that's possible, but... There we go, hit him down, but no bullets to reload, because we've not got any spares. Ooh, a key. Well, let's use this nearest one, because we can always go back... well, no, we can always go forward should we get more. There will always be more of these places. Aha! Now this ramps the tension up infinitely, but also makes it incredibly intense. Just the fact that it starts beeping, the detector. Oh no, detonator. Use item. No bombs in range. Oh, I see. So you can detonate the bombs. Well, that's interesting enough. I thought this was the sensor, the proximity sensor, which is absolutely fantastic. And lends a whole new depth to the game. It's like playing Aliens again, except in a slightly different sort of tone, visual tone, I should say. The blues and pink colour scheme making it more like a Hotline Miami than you would imagine the original sort of Alien vs Predator or any of the Geiger illustrations. Right, what was that we picked up? Oh, we picked up another keycard. Excellent. I'm glad that there's an audible tone to tell us, because otherwise I would probably miss it most times. Ooh, suicide bomber. They should definitely be priority 1 on my list. Just because we don't want to die that much, and they seem to have wrecked me. What's this? Bullet magnet. That's probably better than detonator that I won't use because I don't have any bombs, or at least have no interest in using bombs. There's probably bombs I could be using. Right, now, eye out for snakes and for turrets. Oh, here we go, a healing machine. We've got 106, I think we can afford it somehow. Repellent, gold potion, focus pills. Well, I don't know what either of those do, and we don't really have the money to experiment. Ooh, yep, I heard you. Yep, goodbye. Bullet magnet doing its job actually usefully, meaning we don't have to get as close to bullets to pull them back towards us. There we go. If I could have got an angle on it from another side, I probably would have done. Because it's a bit annoying to try and just hit the green bit. You have to hit the green bit in order to kill it. But that was a bit of a long angle. Writing on walls strictly forbidden. Lol. Except for those X's that mark the secret compartments, of course. Unless those have been forbidden and just unnoticed by the janitorial staff. I do like the atmosphere of this game. I can't get past that. I don't know if there's a way, like a bomb or something. Possibly there is. We can give that a try actually. I believe it's left shift to drop a bomb. Yes it is, but I need to be more careful with them because apparently they detonate immediately. Or, I have no idea what ore does, but even though bullet magnet is probably more useful in the long run, I want to find out what the ore does. Maybe that's what the ore does. Maybe the ore is just a MacGuffin to be interesting and lead you down the wrong path. That would be fun. A red herring. Well, would it be fun? It would be annoying, but it would also be fun. It would be a complete troll on the part of the developers. Down we go to the next floor. Furthest we've made it so far this recording, I believe so. Right. Now we've got to be careful of those suicide bombers that we encountered last time. I'm sure there'll be more of them on this floor. The enemies gain new types and get more frequent in their new types the further you get. So I've been discovering. Right, there doesn't appear to be anything here, but there's a huge rock. Could that get rid of the rock? No, it can't. Oh well. It was worth a try. You never know what's there. This rock, we can just walk around. There's nothing behind it as far as I can see. Some rocks are just literally in the way. Yeah, we could. That would have just been a shortcut through here. It's not that interesting. Oh well, that was a waste of a bomb. You never know. We might find some more though. I have found some in a pedestal on one of the. Yeah, here we go. Almost immediately, as soon as I say we could find some more, we find some more. Well, that's luck. Wow, did that turret just save my plot? I believe it did. Right now I'm right on the edge. Hopefully able to find some health and continue living. I just need a health machine really. It's not the easiest game ever, but then would you want it to be? I like roguelikes being, or roguelites being tricky. That's kind of the attraction. It's a game about skill and getting better at it until you can defeat it. Ooh. Oh, I'm glad we spotted that in time. Right, we're going to have to get the other one before we get any bullets back. Can't see any snakes, which would also be a right pain. There we go. I believe this room is clear. I mean, I say believe though, because there's no way of telling without a proximity sensor or any kind of map. Right, again, killing these guys as close to me as possible. Try and keep the bullets in range. I'm not all that worried by the heart pulsing sound. I mean, I probably should be. Ooh, that was... I didn't realise that was an explosive suicide bomb. Ooh, what? Oh, I'm killed by a snake. Well, we got to level 3. Let's give it a couple more tries. See if we can't get to level 4. I believe we can. Doing better every time. Right, refuel from the off. Reload. Rearmed. Let's explore. 3 free bullets from the start? Well, yes, I'll take them. Reload plus, what's that? Probably increases the speed of the reload, I'd guess. And coin magnet. That must be an innate increase in the coin magnet distance. I can only assume. I have had it once before, but you can't really see the distance terribly easily. It's not like it's massively long or a massively high increase, so it's incremental, and because you can buy levels of it. Well, again, these demon creatures on level 1 aren't the real enemies, the snakes are, so just continue to be vigilant against the grass. Evil, evil grass. I mean, the snakes are alright, they're easy to kill, but the grass is what hides the snakes, so evidently it's the grass's fault. In my twisted mind it is. Right. Let's go towards this door. What are we going to find? We're going to have some jump scares, I know it. It's the exact right atmosphere to put jump scares in a game, this game. No. Right, good. Just keeping an eye out. I mean, having a snake right next to a bank, somewhere of respite, would be a perfect way to put the shits up me. Or more politely, I should say, to scare the willies out of me. Actually, I'm not sure that that's any more polite in certain circles. Dead end. Wow, yes, that's a helpful sign, actually. Well, no, actually, probably is a helpful sign. At least it means I don't go searching the end for something more greater meaning. Right. Carefully, carefully, softly, softly as we enter. Ooh. I'm dodging too much, which is apparently a thing that you can do, because they aim so slowly. You're better off not dodging that much. Oh, there's our last bullet. I've lost half the heart. Okay, I've lost the whole heart thanks to that snake. Because of collecting the bullets, I dropped my concentration, and if you stop scouting for snakes, you could be dead. Fairly easily, in fact. Right, $51, that will heal us a heart when we find another med bay. I don't know if there's supposed to be some kind of overall ship theme to this, because I wasn't really reading the intro. I'm just entirely enjoying the atmosphere and the fluid controls. Right, bullets, red potion, bomb, homing bomb. I think I can survive without any of those. Or, to put it a better way, I really don't think I'm going to ever remember to use any of those, so what's the point taking it? Oh, really? I walked straight into a snake. That was in fact moronic. Oh, I thought I saw a X wall over there. What's that? Mega bomb. Well, I'm not carrying anything else. I might as well mega bomb something or other. Or, oh no, we can take a backpack. Press tab to use. Oh, I see. So we can carry 2 items at once. That is really nice. Down to the next floor. Let's see what we can find. Oh, I need to reload. Well, I don't need to reload, I'm probably better off staying with a full chamber, however. Full reload. Okay. Right, through this grass. I've got to continuously remind myself I'm looking for snakes. Anything else is probably not immediately lethal. Oh, I see, it's 2 routes. Interesting, it is starting to branch out and spread out a little bit more than it was. Right, snakes, known, I can see. Another one of those charging demon bugs? I don't know. Right, we've got a card, so we might as well... Oh, well. Grenades, basically. Oh, and I accidentally pressed the space button. Apparently, grenades can set off other bombs. Either that or mega... No, it might be that mega bombs are stacked bombs. Cluster bombs. Needed to be so much more careful than I was there. Whoop. Oh. I will get to level 4 in this run. Unfortunately, it fired a lot faster than I was able to maneuver around. Perhaps I should just sprint through the level rather than taking it as carefully and softly as I am. I think that would most likely be total suicide. Anything in here? Nope. No X secret walls that I can see. They're much more helpful early. Ooh, a rocket. Now that could be useful. Especially if we see a couple of those turret guns next to each other. Then we can take them out with the blast radius, hopefully. I fired 1 rocket in this game, and when I did it I was hiding behind cover. I shot it, dived behind cover and just waited for the explosion, so I don't know how large the blast radius is. It did seem to take out a couple of turrets at once, so hopefully I can replicate that and it wasn't just fluke. Bank that has a shop in it. I don't actually know, this bank shop, isn't it? For wheels and the like. Yeah, no, I don't want any of those, thank you. I'm not being very diligent at putting any money in the bank. Largely because I have no idea what I want to use so much money on anyway. I suppose there might be really big items in the shop later on. No, I'm not going to heal just yet. I'm going to save it till I've got a full heart deficit to fill. Because you can't just buy half a heart for 15. Oh, I saw it there and I didn't manage to pull the trigger in time. I just ran straight into it. I suppose I could style it as if I was just trying to get myself the full deficit I needed, but nobody would do that on purpose. I'm not quite that insane. Quite that insane, I should say. Well, I should highlight. Ooh. Phew. Well, that's him gone. He was my big worry. I don't like those turrets at all. They do seem to be much harder than most of the other enemies at this difficulty. Right, we do have a pink key card. Let's try and find a pink key card door. Pink door? No, the door's not pink. Just the key card for it. was almost convinced that there might have been a snake in those grasses just because of how thick they are. I've got to keep a good eye out for those pink keycard doors. Well, any secret doors, obviously. Ah, pink keycard door. And it's got permanent health up. I will totally take that. Yeah, the sound effect going, oh yeah. Well, oh yeah, too. That is totally brilliant. An absolute benefit. I will love it. Right. Now, exploring thoroughly, but keeping an eye out for those snakes. If I don't remind myself, I'm just going to forget. I'm going to die again. I've done it already too many times this run. I mean, how many times have we progressed to level 2? Too many.
I'm sorry.
Keeping out an eye for any of those early snakes. You can almost guarantee that there's going to be an early snake. Or a snake at the time you least expect it. I don't know how it works. Every time I get near a snake I lose focus slightly and then it bites me. I heard 2 squeaks there. As if... what's this? Bank? No, don't want it. As if there was another one of those creatures about. But it can't have been. Because there aren't any. Confusing? At least a little. Well, that wasn't totally hard. So this room's probably got to have more in it than meets the eye. Otherwise, what would be the point? Right, that's a good amount of money. You can't go in there again, of course, because we haven't got the key card. Ooh. Now those bugs are not nice because they can hide behind their legs. I saw that last time. Ooh. Taking a bite. It's only half a hit point. I mean, you can survive on 1 hit point in this game. Probably not ideal. But then what is ideal in roguelikes? Getting as far as you can. And not dying at all. You don't need to have full health to survive. In most of them at least. I mean, I can imagine some games, they'll cripple you the less health you have. For example, you take an arm wound and suddenly that arm's not working, so you need to keep it in full functioning order. But in any game like this, where extra health is just extra chances to take damage without losing the game, there's no real reason to stay stocked up at your full health. Well, unless there's a boss. I can fully imagine a boss being a good reason to want to have enough health. If he's going to deal either mandatory damage or nearly unavoidable damage, then that's a good reason. So, since we haven't actually found any bosses yet, it may be a good idea for me to keep as much on hand as I can. Oh come on, I want some more pink keycards. Can't make them happen, they just drop randomly. Ooh. Not falling for that one again, mate. A knife or a rocket? I think the knife will be more useful because I can just continuously use it. Assuming that there's something I can use it against. It's a bit scary waiting for them to come charge at you before you attack them. I'm not going to use the knife on the worms just because of the fact that they are most likely to kill me. I do believe I'm getting better at recognising the worms now. Somewhat. I shouldn't get too cocky because that will be the opportunity for me to just die. I can't see through this properly. Ah, here we go. Pink keycard, absolutely, I'll take it. There doesn't appear to be anything behind that. I can keep hearing jumping coins. It's nice that the coins make a noise when they're jumping, or else I would find it a lot harder to locate them. Did we find a pink keycard door recently? I believe we did. Let's go looking for it. Any items, as soon as we can get them, would be most helpful. Here we go. Oh, detonator again. Well, there's no bombs nearby, so I'm not sure what we're going to detonate, but might mean that we can throw our throwable bombs and then detonate them manually. However, we've only got 5 of them, so I'll give 1 in an attempt. Yep, there we go. We can detonate them before they go off, but it was clearly still ticking, so there was no extra time given by it. Not like the plunger, the TNT detonator in Burning Isaac, where it stops the bombs from exploding unless you tell them to, which would be nice. Oh well, deeper we go. We've reached floor 3 again. I mean, that's an achievement.
Reset. Reset.
Continue onward and downward. I don't know where we're going. I don't know why we're doing it, because I wasn't paying attention. But I certainly know I'm enjoying it. Right, no worms, please. I haven't got the time for that shit. Or at least, not at the moment. Is this route completely separate from the other one? Or are they actually both? No, there's only one route. That's a dead end. Good, good. Just don't want to get totally lost. I mean, it's a linear path, and I'm still feeling like I'm getting lost. They've colour-coded the walls to make it harder to get lost. It just shows how well the colour coding works to screw with my sense of... Ooh, almost missed that one. Thank goodness they make a noise. The colour coding works to screw with your sense of size and perception. Oh, there we go. You can shoot them while they're charging at you, the spider-like ones. Yep, it definitely made a second noise when it got in front of me, so that's clearly not uncommon. Probably quite useful, in fact. No smoking. Well, I wasn't planning on it. I'm not going to use a detonator, but I might use a red potion. Do I want the bank? We've got 178. I might as well shove 100 in. I'm not doing anything with it at the moment. And I am incredibly likely to lose it, just by dint of my own repeated death. I mean, I'm not expecting I'll live forever. I have yet to meet anyone who does, or has lived forever. I suppose that in and of itself isn't idiocy, because forever hasn't happened yet, so nobody can have lived forever. Although, to be fair, I've never met anyone over 100 myself. And I don't believe anyone's lived to 200 yet. Although that doesn't mean that they never will. Right. Let's look for a healing machine. Well, no, okay. Let's not go looking for it. Let's keep our eyes open for it, because there's probably one about. But we're not in imminent need. We've still got the same number of hearts you start the game with. We just haven't got a full extra heart. I heard a worm there. There he is. They're such crafty little buggers. This is just a dead end. That's disappointing, to say the least. Oh, there's a coin. And here a flying one. Whoa, I forgot to reload. Okay, that was entirely on me. Then again, all deaths in this game do feel like they're entirely your own fault. And that is the mark of a good roguelike. You make the decisions. If you fuck up, you die. It's not their fault. They didn't force you to... I definitely hear my bullet jumping. Tell me it hasn't gone through the wall or something. No? There, how did it... Well, whatever. It's led us to this, which is an extra... permanent... well... temporary heart. We can't refill it with potions or the med bays, but we can save our own life by carrying it. Right, we have got a pink... Oh. I just noticed him after he'd lunged. Well, he only got rid of our temporary heart. We could go back for that potion, assuming we haven't been blocked off by a barrier. I love the speed with which the character moves. It feels so nice to actually move quickly, as opposed to, say, Binding of Isaac, where you move very slowly and very deliberately. Can you tell I've been playing that game a lot? Right. Ooh, That was a close one. That was even closer because it was literally contact. Right, there goes the suicide bomber. There go a demon and a friend. Let's use this now anyway, then we can take the speed pill. We don't want the bank just yet. We do want to make sure we're fully reloaded. Sorry, I'm just going through what was basically my mental checklist to survive. Ooh. And failing apparently because we just got bitten by a snake. The snakes need to be higher up on my mental checklist, it sounds. I love the way the coins jump and make noise. And the bullets do too, so you can find them a lot easier. They are sort of important to the run. Is that in the rock? It sounds like it's in the rock. Nope, it's over here. There we go. It's possible that they're jumping around with actually a hindrance. In that it makes them harder to locate because they jump out the way. But that's not been my usual experience of it. So one of the pills is speed and makes me move faster. The other one makes perception move faster, so the game just basically moves slower. Interesting. I'll take the moving slower game over the other one. Right, we're full ammo. Whoa. Oh, shot in the face quite a lot there, but hopefully if we can find a med bay we can heal fairly thoroughly. Let's see, bullets, mega bomb, running shoes, mines. I'd quite like some running shoes. Yeah. Don't know what they do. Hopefully, they do appear to be making me slightly faster. I'm not sure we needed to move all that much faster. Ooh, what's this? Antidote. Well, should I need it, I know where it is. I've done that before, where I've been dying of poison and just run back to it. Right, now careful because we've got to take out that turret without getting... There we go. Try and collect as many bullets as we go. This gun becomes more like a melee weapon in that you have to collect the bullets from the enemy you've just killed, like pulling your sword out of their torso. You can't just continue running. Right, what's this? Ah, here we go, proximity sensor. Much more atmospheric after we've got this because we'll find a lot more enemies because of a lot more beeping. Level 4. Well, I said I wanted to get here before the end of this video. Success. Can you hear that beeping? A bit like the aliens. It'll beep more the closer we get to an enemy, which is brilliant in my case because it means that it's much easier to find snakes in the grass. I hear fluttering. I'm fairly sure that's some of those flying bugs. Nothing here. It's not beeping high enough, or frequently enough, for there to actually be in extreme proximity. There we go. There we go, that one's gone. You can see how helpful this item is, can't you? Just by the fact that you can hear it beeping. Oh, I thought I was a goner after that one. I don't know how much health they actually take, but I was thinking it could probably hit me enough to kill me off. And that just shows that the proximity sensor isn't an I win button. It is an extremely useful tool, but not an I win button. Just having to fill that full of bullets just for the chance of not dying. There's got to be a med bay around here somewhere. Or maybe I should have carried that health potion rather than taking it at the first chance. Right, definite proximity. Come on. There we go. I love the fact that the bullets are instant travel as well. You don't have to wait. Oh, here we go. What on earth was that? Well, that's going to be it for this episode. We got absolutely murdered by something that sounds big and hulking that crept up from behind me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and that would really help me out. Or you can let me know what you thought of the video or my channel or anything, either in the comments or by tweeting at @IatZine. Or if you think anyone you know would like any of my content, please share with them or let them know about it. That would be really helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks very much. Goodbye.